Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
Good morning, everyone, and thanks for joining us on the Morning Woodward Show here on the Woodward Sports Network. Also featured on the Roar on 99.1, 93.5, and 94.7 HD2. Good morning. Happy Tuesday, everybody.
What's up, Maddie? Who are you?
I'm just dandy.
Why?
Because you're not.
It's good. So it's opposite day.
What do you mean?
I don't know. You're dandy because I'm not? I don't understand what that means.
Yeah, somebody's got to be dandy.
Look, I wake up angry, all right? I understand I have a problem.
At least
we don't got to talk about it every day.
I'm just glad you're not wearing a color again today. That really threw me off yesterday.
I like when he wears colors. What's wrong with him wearing colors?
Because he's not a colorful person. Well, you are a colorful person, but he just doesn't wear colors ever.
Look, when you guys ask why people get hit with a baseball bat here, now you know why.
That's me.
Talking like this.
Hey, at least I'm not blaming a street sweeper this morning.
All right, let's get into it. The Tigers beat the Boston Red Sox last night, which was kind of interesting, right? We saw JD Martinez go yard. That was annoying.
Rude.
At the time. Tied up the game 1-1, and then, of course, Javier Baez late in the game, clutch, 2-run shot to send the Tigers home with a victory. My question to everybody this morning is, are you okay? Are you feeling better? Have we removed the panic button from the nuclear bomb that we were going to drop on the Detroit Tigers after they started 1-2?
Against the best team in the league, mind you.
And the best team in the division.
Yeah.
Not the best team in the league.
They're up there, though.
I wouldn't say the White Sox are the best
they're
team
up
in the
there,
league.
though.
Meh.
Can I say
There's
top
like
five?
3, 4, 5 teams that are probably better
Top
than that.
five in the league, is that better?
I'd say they're contenders. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't want to rake them.
Okay.
But regardless of the point, 1-2. All right. Now, Adam, I get it. You can yell at me. You can get frustrated with me if, the Tigers were 9-24 again. And I'm sitting here saying, "Oh, it's good. We're chilling." It's not the case. You've played 3 games, Detroit. It's really not that big of a deal. The bats are going to come alive eventually. Yesterday, you saw your pitching staff actually pitch well. Mm-hmm. And by the way, shout out to Rogelio, because he told me not to bet on the Tigers yesterday, and I did. So here.
Classic.
I know what I'm doing. This is what I'm trying to say. But anyways, they're 2-2 now. I don't care about the record at all. It's way too early. But can we just not react to Detroit Tigers games the way we react to, let's say, regular season football games?
Yeah.
Every one regular season football game is like 10,
I was going to say like
12,
7.
13 baseball games. Come on. Come on, guys. We're better than this. Wake up. Drink some coffee. I haven't had coffee in 14 days. All right? I am on withdrawals this morning. I am struggling. Do I look like a guy that's happy this morning? I'm not.
Now, you look very happy.
I won money yesterday. I'm not happy this morning. I'm cranky. I didn't get to drink coffee again. I'm not happy at all. Anyways, we're not here to talk about my anger problems. The Tigers won. But guys, Detroit, do me a big favor.
Oh my gosh.
Don't overreact to the regular season right now, especially this early. We're 4 games in.
4
They're
games
2-2. Pitching staff looked real good yesterday.
Yeah.
That was nice. Matt Manning, a good outing.
Yep.
Chill. It's all good. It's not the end of the world. Hell, they could be 3-6. Chill. It's all good.
Yeah.
It takes 1 series to turn around your record in baseball, especially this early. And we've seen the Tigers come out the gate fantastic and suck the rest of the way. Don't forget what Brad Ausmus used to do when he was here.
Oh my God.
Come on, guys. We're better than this. I gotta scroll through my goddamn Twitter. Oh my God. They're 1-2. What are we gonna do? Maybe Vegas was right all along.
Yeah, that's why I had to call some idiots out yesterday.
Maybe Vegas, they had it all right. They're not gonna win 78 games.
Now you understand me yesterday. I had to call idiots out yesterday for that.
I will say I was hoping to see something from Torkelson yesterday in regards to any type of...
Well, he got the day off to start, and then they pinch hit him, but...
Yeah.
Again, I'm chilling. It's all
Yeah.
good. He could go his first
It's
7-8 games
it's so
without
early
a hit.
still.
It's really not that big of a deal. It's honestly, guys, you want to talk about Spencer Torkelson? Great. Chill.
Chill.
All right,
I'm chill.
We're chilling today. All
We're
right?
chilling?
We're chilling.
Huh.
It's all good. It's all good this morning.
There's not going to be a whole lot of chilling throughout this show.
Why not? We're chilling. We're talking about quarterbacks at 8:15. Rookie
Yeah.
quarterbacks. We got Jeff coming in at 8:30. Brad Holmes at 8:45. What the Pistons should do with Dwayne Casey at 9 o'clock. Buy or sell NFL Draft Edition at 9:15. That's going to be fun. We got a lot. I'm chilling today. I may be cranky, but I'm chilling. I'm still good. Not worried about Spencer Torkelson. He'll come around. The bat. Look, put it this way. He's had good at-bats for a guy that's quote-unquote struggling at the plate.
Yeah.
I'm not worried. He's not swinging at pitches where you're looking like, oh my God, this kid is not ready for the big leagues. Like, he'll be okay. He can go his first 7-8 games without a hit, Maddie. I think I'll be okay.
Not doing a whole lot of swinging the bat at all.
You don't swing at pitches that are outside of the zone.
You're not
Smart
wrong.
kid. What
You're
a
not
weird
wrong.
concept, right? You want to lose weight? Don't eat as much.
That's actually so false, but we're not even going to go there.
What do you mean? That is not false.
No,
It is false.
No,
It's-
you can lose weight by eating the bare minimum
It's
of
not
calories
all the
that
way
you
right,
need
though.
in your body every single day. Meaning eat less, because we all know if you have an eating problem, you're
Oh my
eating well
God,
above the
we're
calories
so
that
not
you're
going
supposed to be
there.
eating.
We are so not going
It's
there.
not hard. You guys, look, I'm giving you great advice this morning. All right, I am breaking
I
it
wouldn't
down
say
so
great.
simply. I am breaking it down so simply. All right. You don't swing at pitches outside of the strike zone. Eat a goddamn salad if you have an eating problem. All right. That's it. And we all make progress here.
We'll all make progress.
Oh my God! Speaking of progress, we got Jeff in at 8:30 to talk about Cade Cunningham and the Pistons. But I do want to segue just a little bit. There is. Look, I know Detroit versus everybody is, that's the thing around this town, and I get it. I always understood the concept. I never used it as an excuse for why the team sucked, but regardless of the point, how is a kid that... Fish, I'll ask you, because you don't watch basketball as much.
Wow, that's kind of mean.
Well, it's the truth, buddy. Let me phrase it better. You aren't keeping up with the league every single day. Fair?
What if I am?
Then tell me you are. But I believe you're not. Am I correct to say that?
Yeah.
Thank you. Shut the hell up then. Jesus Christ. Anyways. Fish, if I told you there was a rookie, two
Okay.
of them actually,
Yep.
and I told you that one of them is averaging 17 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists, and there was another rookie who shot the same percentage from the field, basically, that other rookie had a higher percentage from three-point land. He had a better free throw percentage. He averaged almost 22 points for the month, and he averaged almost 6 rebounds and 6 assists a game. Who do you think would have had the better month? Option A, option B?
Was option B the higher scorer? Higher scorer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Option B,
Okay.
yes.
See, if Fish can understand this, I want to know what you idiots in the media are seeing that maybe I'm not. Please, somebody tell me I'm wrong.
I
Cade
can't.
Cunningham not being NBA Eastern Conference Rookie of the Month. Like, I don't care about the monthly awards, but how he doesn't get it is beyond
Yeah.
me. And that just, it's foreshadowing for me. I know it's going to happen. It's going to be Evan Mobley first, Scotty Barnes second in the voting, and Cade's going to finish somehow third.
Scotty Barnes has been being put towards the top now.
I don't get it. It's a joke. This isn't who's the best rookie on a winning team. That's not the award. Last I checked, it's Rookie of the Year. Meaning, who is the most outstanding rookie over an 82-game season? That doesn't mean who is the most outstanding rookie that plays on a team that has the number 4 seed in the Eastern Conference or the number 8 seed in the Eastern Conference. Nobody gives a rip.
Good job.
I don't get it.
Yes.
Help me. Somebody. Seriously. Maybe look, you want to throw... Well, how about you go watch a Cleveland Cavaliers game?
Yeah, you should watch a Cavs
game. How about you watch a Piston game, jackass? Because if you watch 2 Piston games, just 2, you would realize the clear difference between Evan Mobley, Scotty Barnes, and Cade Cunningham. Don't tell me, go watch Toronto play.
Adam,
Go watch Cleveland play.
Adam, we should go to a Cavs game together.
I'll take you to a Cavs.
I went to the game when the Cavs were here.
Did Cade dump on him?
Yeah. Like, it was not even... the conversation wasn't even there for that game. Like, you wouldn't even have put the two in the same...
It was in Detroit, though. That's why.
Yeah.
Like,
but
outside
exactly.
of Detroit right now, I swear to God,
exactly.
this is insane. Outside of Detroit, nobody's talking about Cade Cunningham as the Rookie of the Year.
Not
Everyone's
a single
like, oh
person.
my God, Scotty Barnes. Oh, he's the 3rd option over there in Toronto. They're a playoff team. Evan Mobley, he's the 4th option there in Cleveland on a playoff team.
Because it's Detroit.
Meanwhile, Cade Cunningham, yes, I know he's on a bad team. But Jesus Christ, guys, since the All-Star break, 22-7-7 almost on average. Are we serious? And I don't want to hear, well, it's okay, Adam. Let him not get it so he can have more fuel for the offseason. Bro, that's not how this works.
Yeah.
I didn't have fuel going into summer, what do you call it? Summer break when we used to finish school, back in elementary. Just because I got a B in science, I didn't sit there all summer studying for science. Oh my God, here we go. That bitch didn't give me an A. Oh my God,
but
wait
you're
till
a
next year.
doctor.
Come on.
You are a doctor.
What are we doing?
Am I
stupid?
No. I just love how Cade's attitude has changed, because originally he was like, oh, I don't really care. It's just an award. Like, I am who I am. I'll play who I play. And now he's like, no, screw this. I am Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, that's what happens when you average 22-7-7 for almost a damn month and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're playing like an all-star, and nobody's considering you the Rookie of the Year. Oh my God, what are we doing? What are we doing, NBA? Your regular season is too long. Your star players don't even play all the time. Nobody likes your game. Your stars are a bunch of bitches. The young up-and-coming guys that you have, cool, love them. John Moran, feeling good. Luka Doncic, great, love it. NBA's got a great future.
Mm-hmm.
Shorten the league amount of games, whatever you want to call it, regular season schedule, please. That way I don't see LeBitch.
Well, they're not going to now because they just did the play-in stuff to make the regular season interesting, which I think it actually works.
I don't think it works at all. Nobody gives a rip about the regular season.
Did you see Chiefs playing on Sunday? They actually played on the last day of the NBA season. When's the last time you actually...
seeding implications, that's why.
Yeah, but when's the last time you saw that?
From November to probably All-Star break, it is a tough watch unless your team is extremely good and talented.
Yeah.
If your team is average or below average, it's tough to watch every single game and watch your team get kicked in the dick. And on the opposite side, if you're a team with star players, how would you like it, Fish, if you went to a game and the guy that is the best player on your team isn't playing tonight not because he's injured. You know what, man? I need a break.
But they would do that if it's 65 games.
No, they wouldn't.
Yeah, they would.
In a 62-game schedule, you would eliminate back-to-backs.
No, they'd find a way.
That way these bitches would stop bitching. Does that make sense?
It makes sense, but they'll still find a way to load management, which is the stupidest thing in the world.
Oh my God, Kawhi Leonard, LeBron James are the scum of the earth. I swear to God, load management.
By the way, did you see...
Load management. Isaiah Thomas, Michael Jordan. All these guys, Larry Bird. And medicine's gotten better. Travel's gotten better. And they're playing in less games.
Did you see stuff floating around about LeBron James possibly being the Lakers coach?
If LeBron James is ever announced... You know what? I don't believe that to be the case anyways because what Magic Johnson did on ESPN. When he went out there and publicly criticized LeBron, that was, in my opinion, the Lakers trying to get their franchise back. Because they knew they messed up. Because you guys need to understand something. We're talking about Los Angeles, by the way. I only have a minute, so I got to hurry up with what the hell I'm trying to say. When we're talking about Los Angeles, especially the Lakers, you're talking about dynasties. You don't get to whore yourself for one championship and think you did something good.
Right.
That's not the expectation. That's not how you built your franchise's name, your reputation. You built it on Showtime Lakers, Kobe and Shaq, Kobe and Paul Gasol, Andrew Bynum. That's what you built it on. Jerry West, Magic, Wilt, Kareem. That's what you built it on. You don't build it on whoring yourself for Russell Westbrook, Anthony Davis, and LeBron James. Jesus Christ. You know what I need, Maddie? I need some gypsy vodka. But again, I can't drink. I can't drink. I'm fasting. I'm angry. I want coffee. And now I want gypsy vodka. But speaking of gypsy, it's Michigan's vodka. It's gluten-free. Corn distilled 6 times using artesian spring water. Check them out. Gypsy Vodka at gypsyvodka.com. Check them out on social media at Gypsy Vodka. And as always, please drink responsibly.
Fellas, let's be honest. We like things to be easy. We like simple stuff, like sports 7 days a week. We like things uncomplicated, like Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Sign in, sit down, watch your favorite team play. And before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
At Wingsnob, staying humble's not our forte. We just have better wings. We're back at it again with our crispy golden brown fries and our famous boneless wings. Juicy, tender, hormone-free chicken. Your favorite signature sauces with no bone. Just when you thought Wingsnob couldn't get any better. Order online at wingsnob.com today. Wingsnob. We just have better wings.
Putting on a show here, and that's how you answer.
We love our sports. We just wish they'd love us back. Detroit sports for Detroit sports fans. Woodward Sports.
Welcome back, and thanks for joining us on the Morning Woodward Show here on the Woodward Sports Network. Adam, are you going to be okay today?
I'll be all right. I'm going to figure it out. We're going to get through today's show. I'm going to try not to kill anybody. I'm going to try not to make any verbal threats. Even though I've already done it.
I was going to say it's too late. It's too late for that.
Well, look, you know, guys, we always talk about getting the quarterback right in the NFL, and I really try my best to explain to you that it's no guaranteed science. You know, I have people that are messaging me and mentioning me on social media saying, Adam, what's the problem with taking Willis at 2? He's got multiple MVP potential. Wow, multiple-time MVP. Oh, holy hell! Why isn't every team in the league going for him? Like, guys, there's no science to this. There's no 1 + 1 = 2 when we talk about the quarterback position. And what we're gonna do right now is, if you have a grade, and not just any grade, a second-round grade on a quarterback in this upcoming class, I would like for you to share it with me in the chat. I would like to know who's a quarterback at 34 that you would love or are interested in the Detroit Lions to take. Why? Well, I'm going to go over the last 20 years of draft picks of quarterbacks that were selected in the second round. Or excuse me, yeah. Over the last 20 years. Quarterbacks that were selected in the second round. 2006, Tavarius Jackson didn't work out. Kellen Clemens didn't work out. Decent backup. Drew Stanton, backup. John Beck, backup. Kevin Kolb, not a starting quarterback in the NFL. Chad Henne, good backup. Brian Brome, meh. Pat White, meh. Jimmy Clausen, meh. Colin Kaepernick worked out. See, from 2006 to 2010, it sucked. And then 2011 happens. And from 2011 to 2021, the players that have been selected in the second round at the quarterback position actually start getting really good. Colin Kaepernick worked in the NFL. Like him or not. Got to a Super Bowl, 3 straight NFC title games. Mm-hmm. Andy Dalton, multiple-time division-winning quarterback. He worked out in the NFL. Brock Osweiler, no. Geno Smith, no. Jimmy Garoppolo, multiple NFC championship appearances, Super Bowl appearance, he worked out. Derek Carr, one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the NFL, a very good quarterback, now has Devontae Adams, he's working out just fine. Christian Hackenberg, no. Deshaun Kaiser, no. Drew Lock, no. Jalen Hurts, the most recent example. You may not like him. I'm not the biggest fan. But hey, second round contract, he's working out just fine. He's doing just fine. Kyle Trask, too early to tell. Tom Brady went back to Tampa Bay. And now what does that mean? Of the 20 players that we have on the board here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them are what I would grade as guys you would A, be okay building around, and or B, you deal with them because they're good enough. They're not great, they're not special. Andy Dalton's not great or special. Jalen Hurts, too early to tell if he's great or special, but tough to tell. Colin Kaepernick, I wouldn't say great or special, but you could win football games with him, and he had some really good moments in the NFL. And then there's Jimmy Garoppolo, Derek Carr. Those are the obvious ones that work out. It's not far out of the realm of possibility that the Lions take a quarterback in this draft. And you can say that you're not interested in any of the quarterbacks in this class, but what I would argue is that I bet you're the same person that said last year was the year to go all in on quarterbacks, right? Everybody wanted a quarterback. Mac Jones, Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence, Trey Lance, Zach Wilson. Oh my God. Sexy quarterbacks. So many. I have to have one. 5 in the top 15. Adam, we need one. I get it. But if you're going to say that, you're going to have to admit that probably 3 or 4 of them may not even work out in the NFL. You know why? Because none of us know. The guys that sit up on the TV and tell you this guy is going to be a surefire Hall of Famer, I'd bet my job on it. They're lying to your face. There is no formula, no document, no function, no equation that tells you that a quarterback is going to work out in the NFL. And we're all well aware that the later you take them, the better teams the later you take them in the first round, the better situations they're going to, right? Lamar Jackson, Aaron Rodgers. We've seen these situations work out, but these are good teams. When we talk about the Detroit Lions, they're still a year away, probably 2 years maybe, it depends on how they do in this draft, from having a roster where you look at it and say, you know what? Feeling really good about this. And the point I'm trying to make this morning about second-round quarterbacks is you can sit here and tell me, Adam, this draft class isn't it. I'm going to stay away. I'm not taking a quarterback at all. All right, fine. Your loss. You know why? Because I promise you, there is a higher chance that one of these guys work out in the NFL than none of them working out. And you got to take a chance. And do I mind the Lions taking a chance at 32 or 34? I don't mind. They have draft capital. They're chilling. And if they believe in that quarterback, why wouldn't I want them to take him? Now, you say, Adam, why would they settle for the third best quarterback on the board? How do you know that's the third best quarterback? How do we not know that Malik Willis ends up being the dumpster fire of the entire draft, and it ends up being, Carson Strong, that turns out to be the next coming of Jesus Christ? You don't know. You think you know. But when it comes to quarterbacks, guys, I don't want to say it's a crapshoot, but a lot of it is where you land, your situation, the coaching staff available, the weapons around you, the offensive line. There's so many factors. And I think a quarterback that walks into this situation can sit for a year. And that gives Brad Holmes another draft to go ahead and add pieces, add weapons. You're already feeling good about the offensive line in the run game, Detroit. Maddie, I don't see a problem with them taking a shot at a quarterback if they believe in him at 32 or 34. I really don't.
I don't love the idea of it, but I also, it's not my job. So if they do believe in it, like I believe in Brad Holmes and I believe in our coaching staff and our front office, then fine. I got nothing for the quarterback in the second round or at 34. I don't want to see it at 32. Not that it really makes too much of a difference between 32 and 34, but I would like our first 2 picks to be absolute all-star picks. So,
Well, they're going to have a chance to do it given that. Look, it's always good picking multiple times in the first round, whether or not you get it right all the time. But what I would say is we need to stop being so stubborn. Maybe that's the word. Just because you draft a quarterback this year doesn't mean you can't draft one next year. And is it a quote-unquote waste of a pick if you do? Yeah, if it doesn't work.
right.
But if it does work, then no one's complaining. And if it doesn't work and you take a quarterback next year and it works, well, then the hindsight revisionists are going to say, oh, well, we could have had this guy.
Yeah.
All right.
But also, we're on the same page with the fact that you're not playing this year. We're still, Jared Goff this is his year. You'll sit a quarterback if you take one. So it's not like there's too much risk to actually taking a quarterback, as long as that's what's happening. Because the pressure's not there if he's sitting.
Yeah, there's no pressure on him, just like there was no pressure on Trey Lance this year. Nobody talked about the 49ers. They were a winning team that, against good teams, they either controlled the game at the line of scrimmage or Jimmy G looked really bad and they lost games. And nobody ever called for Trey Lance. Why? What's the word I'm looking for? Everybody in San Francisco, they understood the assignment.
Yeah.
They did. Seriously. They understood. We're going to deal with Jimmy G. Even if we get all the way to the Super Bowl and we lose again, it's worth it. Because this guy needs to sit a whole year to understand Kyle Shanahan's run block scheme, to understand defenses more, to understand pre and post snap adjustments. Like, this is a whole thing. And that's hard in the NFL. And it's even harder for these young guys when they walk into Cleveland, Detroit. Like, come on, Matthew Stafford, his first 2 years was injured all the time. Detroit couldn't keep him upright. Year 3, what happens? He takes them and carries them to a 10-6 record, and they get to the playoffs. I would have loved to have been old enough to be doing sports talk when Matthew Stafford was a rookie, to see the reaction from people. Stop overreacting. It's not that big of a deal. And you guys can say Trey Lance isn't ready. Go ask Peter Schrager if he's ready. Go ask Kyle Shanahan. I'll put it this way for you guys in the chat that don't believe in Trey Lance. All right? And this doesn't mean he's going to work out in the NFL. But what it means is I pay attention to what people say. And when the same people that said Patrick Mahomes is lighting up Kansas City practice sessions, and everyone's looking around like, holy hell, how's he making those throws? That is the same thing that is being said about Trey Lance. Go look at San Francisco beat reporters. Go check out Chris Sims. Go check out Peter Schrager. They will tell you. The way people were talking about Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City is the same way people in San Francisco are talking about Trey Lance. No, that doesn't mean he's going to work out. But you don't know that.
You don't know until you try it.
You don't know.
Quite
And you don't know if Zach Wilson's going to work. Hell, Trevor Lawrence, the consensus #1. If the Lions were there, they should have taken him. What if he doesn't work? Then what? Guys, we've seen this. Ryan Leaf. We've seen it way too many times. Jameis Winston went #1 overall. That guy. Look, at the end of the day, if you want to take a quarterback, be my guest. I'm not going to punish you for it. We got to stop this. Oh my God, if they take a quarterback at 32 or 34, I'm going to lose faith. Shut the hell up. You should want them to take a quarterback every single year until they get it right. You know why? Because when you end up with a Josh Allen or a Patrick Mahomes or a Matthew Stafford like you had, it makes your team a lot better. And when you have the right coach, the right GM, and the right quarterback all at the same time, congratulations, Detroit. You become instant contenders in your conference. Speaking of instant contenders, I was a contender yesterday all across every betting site.
Really?
I was kicking ass on my bookie. I got the Tigers at +112 before the game. I live bet them when they were tied 1-1. I was feeling good. I got them as underdog again. Got them twice. Now, my bookie, guys, is the place to be where you need to be chatting it up every single day. MyBookie. Bet from anywhere, anytime using MyBookie. Sign up today using code Woodward. We have a very special guest joining us this morning, a sexy son of a gun. We will talk to you guys soon. If you have a gambling problem, please call the Gambling Problem Hotline at 1-800-270-7117.
It took exploring 50 different formulas and hosting countless taste tests, but we believe Gypsy Vodka is the smoothest vodka on the market. Don't believe us? Ask the owners.
We're Mike and Adam Kazanowski with High Five Spirits Distillery. We're in close to about 1,200 locations throughout Michigan. We wanted to create a brand that was geared more towards freedom, love, adventure, and at the end of the day, we really wanted to tell a story that inspired other people to take risk, follow their dreams, whatever that might be.
The official sticker partner of Woodward Sports. When it comes to stickers and signage, think Sticker Genius. We support this local Detroit business, and we are excited to show you our latest project, the Planet Fitness Studio from Sticker Genius. If you need custom stickers, wall graphics, window graphics, and plenty more, reach out to our friends at Sticker Genius. We at Woodward Sports couldn't be any happier with the service they provided us. They were quick, easy to deal with, and super professional. Head to stickergenius.com today.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
Well, you guys know how much I love food, and you know where you can get seafood? Big Boy. They brought back the Seafood Fest. It includes a Friday night seafood buffet, and it is available at all participating locations until April 24th. Catch it while you can. They've got fish and chips, fish fry, popcorn shrimp, and pike perch. And don't forget, they've got a new fish sandwich as well. Head on over to Big Boy for the Seafood Fest.
All right, we got a very special guest joining us this morning on the couch, looking sexy as always.
Dude, on the
Jeff,
cast.
good morning, man.
Good morning.
How are you?
What's up?
I'm good.
What have you been up to?
Yesterday we recorded a stream about a topic we're going to talk about today, actually. How Cade, for some reason, didn't win Rookie of the Month, even though he put up the same, rookie numbers in a month as Michael effing Jordan. But that's what we talked about yesterday, and I can't wait to get into it because I'm pissed off this morning. And I woke up like you. I woke up like you. I woke up ticked off, ready to get here, ready to shred these voters.
See,
so
I'm glad I at least, I rub off on people in the right way. I encourage all of you to wake up angry like me. I swear it's good for you. It may not be good for your blood pressure, but it's good for you. Trust me.
Yeah, it's good for your
You're a
soul.
better human. Trust me. Anyways, Cade Cunningham, 21 points.
Yeah.
Well, basically almost 22. 22, 6, and 6, Jeff. Let's call it what it is.
Yeah.
Scotty Barnes, 17, 7, and 4. Cade has 49% from the field. Scotty, 50. Not a big difference. Cade, much higher in terms of three-point percentage. I want to say it's 6-point difference.
Yeah, more attempts too. So he's taking them.
10% higher at the free throw line. And he's not the Rookie of the Year? Why? Because he doesn't play for the Toronto Raptors or the Cleveland Cavaliers that have Pascal Siakam, Fred Van Fleet, or Darius Garland, or Lauri Markkanen.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here, man?
And that's the problem. I mean, me and Sean talked about this as well. Like, it's not just the Rookie of the Year; it's MVP as well. Because before it used to be the best player on the best team. Now we're looking at 6 seeds getting MVP. So it's not even just the Rookie of the Year award. The voters this year, I mean, I get it. It doesn't help that there's great rookies in this class. I mean, if you want to make a legitimate argument for Rookie of the Year for Scotty or Evan Mobley, you can try. Go ahead. I think it's worth the conversation. Are you wrong? Yes, but it's worth the conversation. What isn't a conversation is how Cade didn't win Rookie of the Month. I think that's the biggest no-brainer to me. If you watch the month of March, not even just that, Cade won Rookie of the Month in January, put up 17 points per game. So you're telling me he increased his average, and now since the All-Star break, the Pistons are 10-14. So they're just under 500, and it didn't mean a thing. He still didn't win Rookie of the Month, and it doesn't help that the best rookies are in the East, but I don't give a rat's ass. I really don't. He's clearly the best rookie, and it's not even just that about the month of March. Just take everything into consideration for Rookie of the Year. Cade has gotten better and better as the season goes on, and you just don't see that. I mean, let alone players, they always hit a wall. Rookies usually, I mean, Jalen Green's coming into his own, but it doesn't matter. Like, this is the whole season. Cade's been there the first 10 games. He had to kind of get back. I mean, it doesn't make sense.
Should we be punishing Evan Mobley for the bad month that he's had, including the injuries?
I mean, injuries.
Is it fair to say that we should punish him? I don't think so.
No.
So why are we punishing Cade for a bad start to the year where he was injured, actually?
Good point. And that's probably why Cade tweeted out yesterday, Detroit versus everybody, because it's more than that. Like, if you're, I have never in my right mind considered Rookie of the Year an award to award the team. I mean, there's teams that end up in the lottery that are good teams, like the Golden State Warriors have the number 2 overall pick, but for the most part, teams that are, closer to the number 1 pick are bad. Cade's going to a team in a rebuild. So I don't understand how anybody in the right mind could take winning games into consideration for Rookie of the Year, Adam. It really doesn't make any sense, especially when you're in the echelon of not even just Michael Jordan. I mean, he's putting up numbers of Magic Johnson. I mean, he's putting up Grant Hill. I mean, these guys are all Rookie of the Year winners. So it's like he's the anomaly. He really is.
He'll be the only rookie, I believe.
Yeah.
He's the 10th, by the way, in NBA history to average 17, 5, and 5. And I believe he'll be the first not to win the award if he doesn't win it. And on top of that, again, imagine you didn't watch a single game of basketball, okay?
Well, clearly a lot of people didn't.
Well, I'm going to try to break it down.
That's why I like this argument.
Well, let's just say you never watched a game of basketball, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I just put up Cade, Evan Mobley, and Scotty Barnes all side by side. And you say, wow, well, I like this about him, I like this about him. Well, his team is this. Cool, right?
Right.
You haven't watched a single game. What if I tell you that one of them has done something only Michael Jordan has done as a rookie? Not LeBron James, not Kobe Bryant. None of these guys. Not Luka. Nobody. And we're talking in the most score-friendly league now. Luka, Trey, doesn't matter who it is, Jason Tatum, they didn't even do it. What he did in a single month, 22, 5, and 5, has only been done by one dude ever as a rookie in a month, Michael Jordan.
And to compare to Michael Jordan, something that Evan Mobley and Scotty Barnes don't have is Cade gets all the defensive focus night in and night out. Teams are double teaming him, triple teaming him. And can you blame him? I was talking to Ashton, Cade's trainer, and also his cousin yesterday. He said the same thing. Like when teams are facing the Pistons, you're game planning for the rookie. If you're facing the Raptors or the Cavaliers, you're game planning for, like you said. I mean, I have Gary Trent, Van Fleet. I have Siakam. I mean, you can OG Anunoby. Don't forget about him. If you have the Cleveland Cavaliers, before Jarrett Allen went down, there's multiple other guys. Darius Garland, Colin Sexton. I mean, you're getting, before you get to Evan Mobley, and I get it, defensively, you can certainly make the argument for Evan Mobley and Scotty Barnes, but Cade is honestly one of the best defenders in this class, especially on the perimeter. I mean, he's got to get stronger, but it's not like Cade's playing one side of the court, Adam. He's not Jalen Green. He's playing both sides, and he's making an impact.
What am I supposed to do when Kevin Love has 10 points, 9 rebounds in 21 minutes, and Evan Mobley has 17 and 7 and 34, and then Lauri Markkanen has 17 and 25 minutes, and then Caris LeVert has 16 and 34 minutes, Darius Garland 31. That's a team.
Yeah.
He's like the fourth option on any night, maybe the third at best.
Mm-hmm. And they're both, Evan Mobley and Scotty, they're both third or fourth option on their own team. So, I mean, Cade, if it wasn't for Jeremy Grant, he would be the leading scorer on this team. So it says a lot. He's had to deal with a lot of injuries early on. This team hasn't been healthy to play together. So it's crazy to see. I mean, you can go just under 500 since the All-Star break, Adam. Doesn't mean rat's ass. It's Detroit versus everybody. It's kind of ties back into that. Are you watching Pistons games? Like, that's the question I have for the voters.
Well, I don't think that jackass that tweeted out that video yesterday was watching, because he had Scotty Barnes 1, Evan Mobley 2, and Cade 3. Now look, as a realist, I'm willing to acknowledge, up until February, this was Evan Mobley's award. I sat up here and said it was Evan Mobley's award. And then Cade Cunningham did what no rookie outside of Michael Jordan has ever done, and he's done it consistently down the stretch. And you're going to sit here and tell me that's not the Rookie of the Year? Jeff, I really don't know what to say. Yeah. Because if you actually watched all three, you would understand that Cleveland have a very nice rookie. Toronto have a very nice rookie.
Yeah.
But Detroit's got a special one. There's a big difference, man.
Mm-hmm. Especially post-All-Star break now. Let's just take the month of March out of it. Since post-All-Star break, he's giving you 22, 6, and 6. So it's not even just like...
He's playing at an All-Star level.
Yes, since the All-Star break. I mean, and we already talked about Scotty Barnes in the month of March giving you 17 and 7. Like, Cade was pretty much averaging that all year. I mean, so it doesn't make sense to me, honestly. Again, I think this will benefit Cade in the end, because if he doesn't win Rookie of the Year, he's just going to come in so pissed off next year and so motivated. Because, again, like, Rookie of the Year doesn't dictate the man's career. He's still going to be the best rookie of this class. I think we can all admit that. But we just wanted Rookie of the Year. And I talked about this with some other guys on Pistons Twitter. As soon as he got drafted, the Pistons, people are already suspecting it was going to Rookie of the Year, just because that's how that works. Like, I don't know. People are already back in, last summer, we're over here saying, like, he probably won't win Rookie of the Year because he plays in Detroit. And that's just a shame that it's like that. It shouldn't be like that. It should be the best rookie. And if we're talking about the best rookie, it's Cade Cunningham.
If I asked you to, NBA voters, huh? All you fucking idiots. If I asked you to redraft the 2021 NBA draft.
How do you think it's going?
How do you think it's going?
Still Cade.
It's probably going 1 Cade, 2 Mobley, 3 Barnes, and Jalen Green is actually the one that's going to drop out of the top 3.
Yeah.
Like, that's how it's going to happen. That's how it works, man.
That's a great way to put it.
You're taking Cade. I wish Scotty Barnes was better than Cade. That way I could legitimately say, oh, man, he really deserves it. 22-5-5. Only Michael Jordan has ever done that in a single month. The kid down the stretch was the best player. He went toe-to-toe with Kevin Durant. What is it? Who has Evan Mobley gone toe-to-toe with? Nobody. What's Scotty Barnes done? Honestly, outside of being a very good role player on his team, and I could argue a very good third option right now, and he could develop into a 1. Who knows what his ceiling is?
Right.
He's a very good player. He's okay Cunningham. He's not getting... oh my God, I love this stat, by the way. We talk about some of the best offensive players in the game, right? You would think, who do you think gets doubled the most in the NBA? Realistically.
Cade's up there, but double the most in the NBA?
I would say Luka.
Yeah.
Trae Young.
Luka, guys that are,
Trae Young.
run their entire offense.
Maybe Mitchell. Some of the top guards.
Yeah.
Cade gets double team more often.
Yeah, I know.
He's at 35%. I believe Luka's at 38%. And then the other 2 I named are somewhere between 28 and 30%.
And
he's a rookie.
He's still putting up the stats, too. Doesn't
he's
affect
a rookie.
him. I know.
And he moves like a hippo. And it's the best thing I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. And that's not even, I'm not saying it in a bad way.
No, it's good.
No, it's a good thing.
He plays the game. How he moves on the court is how the game is in his head.
Yeah.
The game is slow for him. It's not overwhelming. He knows everything that he's going to do before you know he's going to do it. Mm-hmm. That's my kind of guy, Jeff.
You know what? I try not to think too much about it. Now that we're closer, now that the season's over, what matters to me, Adam and Maddie, is really the appreciation from the players in the NBA. That's the thing that means the most to me. If you're getting praise from DeMar DeRozan, Kevin Durant, and now even your teammates, that means the most to me rather than some voters that can't even do a layup with their left hand. I'm not worried about any of the voters. I really am not. It's a shame that they can't recognize real and recognize talent, but at the same time, if our rookie's getting recognition from superstars in the NBA, I think we're doing something right. That's number one. Really.
Yeah, I agree with that point. And I was saying to Adam earlier, I love his mindset change from before he was like, oh, I don't really care about the award. I'll still play the same way that I play. And now he's like, no, I'm a little pissed.
Yeah, because he knows internally, he knows he deserves it. It's clear as day. And Adam talked about how much he gets double teamed. And that's such a great point because, like I said, you're game planning for the rookie. Every time you face the Pistons, that means something, and he's putting up the numbers to show for it. So, honestly, I'm just happy to have him in Detroit. As stupid as the voters are in the media, and we are in the media, so I got to watch, but the voters, I still love Cade as a player. He's going to be the best player in this draft easily.
These voters are a bunch of punk bitches, honestly.
Yeah.
Like the dude who said Aaron Rodgers isn't the MVP because I think he's a bad guy.
He's a jerk, is what he said.
Bitch that, yeah, unbelievable. There's a bunch of them in the NBA.
Yeah,
a bunch of them in the NBA. That jackass who put out that video. What's his name? You know what? No, I need to know.
You
now.
Kevin O'Connor.
You tweeted
Is
at
it
him
Kevin
yesterday.
O'Connor?
Yeah, Kevin O'Connor, and that's a guy that I've been watching for a while. But ever since he came out with his list, I'm like, number one, why would you come out with your list? If I'm a media member and I'm voting,
right?
I'm keeping that tight. I don't want fan bases coming after me. And if it looks that terrible of a list, you shouldn't even released it, honestly. So you got to ask Kevin O'Connor that, Adam.
That was interesting. Very, very interesting.
Yeah.
But do we think that, the reason that Cade's not getting the recognition is because strictly he's in Detroit or because people just straight up haven't seen him play?
It's both. He's in Detroit, so therefore people aren't watching Pistons games, I think, partially. Obviously, Scotty Barnes and Evan Mobley are in the playoffs. Their games are on television, and we have Bailey Sports. We're watching the Pistons, but it's just different. He doesn't get the publicity he deserves for a talent like that. If he was playing in Toronto or he was playing on the Cavaliers and he was winning games, I would bet every money in my bank account he's winning Rookie of the Year. I mean, that's just the reality of it. They really
Like
is.
I said, you put them all side by side. You show it to somebody that's never watched basketball.
Yeah.
And all you tell them is one of these players was compared to Michael Jordan. Which one do you think they should win Rookie of the Year? You'd be like, oh my God, yeah. Like an
Michael
idiot
Jordan.
can figure this out. This isn't hard.
No.
Bunch of bitches that are voting for the Rookie of the Year. Speaking of bitches, I'll tell you where you won't find many bitches.
Just you.
You won't find them at Planet Fitness because everybody that's working out at Planet Fitness is actually getting their life together. And they're not a bunch of punk bitches like some of these NBA voters. Planet Fitness, guys, check them out. Your fitness is essential. $0 down, $10 a month. You get started today. Take your mental and physical health seriously. We'll see you in a little bit. We got to talk about the NFL draft. And I wouldn't say breaking news, but something's going on in Jacksonville. We'll talk about it in a little bit.
6 dark corners, a driveway and a patio, 5 windows that could become doors. Every house has unique security challenges. Guardian Alarm has more tech, more team, and more ways to help keep them all safe. Get a professionally designed and installed security and smart home system from Guardian Alarm. Sign up today and get a free video device. Guardian Alarm. Smart, right from the start. Call 1-800-STAY-OUT.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
Well, guys, yesterday was 71 degrees outside, but guess what? I still went to Chili Peppers tanning. That's where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D with spotless sanitized rooms and trained certified tanning professionals. Join the Pepper Club for all the best deals on unlimited tanning. They'll even beat your competitors by $5. Of course, don't forget to pick up Australian Gold Designer Skin, Caltan, and Swedish Beauty Lotions. Chili Peppers Tanning, it's where you find the hottest bulbs, the hottest deals, and the darkest tans.
All right, guys. I mentioned it before we got to break. The Jacksonville Jaguars are rumored, to be favoring Trayvon Walker over Aiden Hutchinson.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And in this breakdown, to quote it, go ahead and watch the film of Walker. During his time as a Bulldog, the 6'5", 275-pound football player lined up at all of the following positions: outside linebacker, defensive end, nose guard, defensive tackle, and even inside linebacker. Keep in mind, all of this was done in a 3-4 scheme. So how could a player at 275 pounds move around and play all these positions? Well, that's the interest in Trayvon Walker. That's the hype around him. That's why people are falling in love with him. Yes, he wasn't the consensus #1 all season. Welcome to the NFL Combine and welcome to Pro Days, where scouts actually get to go sit up in person with these people and get an actual sample outside of film. Film is very important. And in film, I don't need to see you just making explosive plays. I want to see you making the right plays, the right moves, dissecting what play is about to happen if you're on the defensive side of the ball. And what does that mean for the Detroit Lions? If Aiden Hutchinson is on the board, everybody in the chat, feel free to call in at 313-552-6322. If Aiden Hutchinson is on the board, are you passing on him? And if you are, who are you passing him up for? I would like to know. If Aiden Hutchinson is available at #2 and the Jacksonville Jaguars end up taking Trayvon Walker #1 overall, I'd like to know. What's the move, guys? Kayvon Thibodeau, Malik Willis, Kyle Hamilton, what are you still doing here? Or are you running up and you're selecting Aiden Hutchinson? I would really like to know. Feel free to call in. Again, 313-552-6322. But again, this is... I want to take you guys back in time, because maybe we forget just how the NFL draft has worked out multiple times, especially at the #2 overall pick in Detroit's favor. The first time with Calvin Johnson, the Oakland Raiders at the time selected who? Jamarcus Russell, #1 overall. Well, what does that mean? Well, the Lions were very fortunate to get Calvin Johnson is what it means, right? And Ndamukong Suh, who was selected before him? Sam Bradford. And Ndamukong Suh was arguably the best prospect coming out of that draft. You got him at number 2. Right now, in most people's minds, Aiden Hutchinson is the consensus one. If they go Trayvon Walker at number 1, and he's available to you at number 2, what do? And again, by a stroke of luck, and a stroke of how the combine and the pro days work out, we've seen it happen with Ndamukong Suh and Calvin. All you need is the first team to take a guy that you didn't want anyways. That way you can get your guy. And if your guy is already Kayvon Thibodeau, well, it doesn't really matter who goes number 1 outside of Kayvon Thibodeau. But if it isn't, and Aiden Hutchinson is your guy, let's say it is Detroit, and let's say he is that guy, and you get him at number 2, the Lions have a track record of hitting on the number 2 overall pick. A track record. Ndamukong Suh, Calvin Johnson, Charles Rogers, we don't have to talk about it, all right? Everyone shut the hell up. I don't want to hear it. But you get my point? That's insane to me. Is that we will find ourselves in another position like we did back in 2007, back in 2010, where you had the number 2 overall pick. The teams at the top needed quarterbacks, even though Jacksonville doesn't need one. And everybody is clamoring over the edge rushers this year. But who they're going to take is unclear at the moment. And just because, again, I am so happy. Wow, you just took the words out of my mouth. Cobezilla just took the words out of my mouth in chat. Just because Walker goes number 1, that doesn't delegitimize everything everyone has been saying about Hutchinson. And I would say the same about Thibodeau, Kyle Hamilton, Malik, whatever you want to say. Just because a franchise makes maybe the wrong decision, or they go out and take a guy that they believe in, that doesn't make the player that fell to you any less of a player. Mm-hmm. If anything, you should be thankful. Is Calvin Johnson not as good of a player because Jamarcus Russell went number 1? No. Is Ndamukong Suh not a great player because Sam Bradford went number 1 overall? No. So what's the problem? If Trayvon Walker goes number 1 overall, Detroit, unless you are all in sold on Trayvon Walker, you should not be upset. Why? Because now you have Aiden Hutchinson available, Kayvon Thibodeau available, Malik Willis available, Kyle Hamilton available. You have all these players that are available. And if you're of the mindset that I want to trade back, well, my friends, that is a pretty interesting dynamic to work with on draft night. And if you don't want to trade back, Detroit, you will end up with, I believe, the most culture fit of the defensive ends in Aiden Hutchinson. Local kid, I think would be an outspoken leader on this football team for a Dan Campbell football team. But regardless of the point, I think he's going to be a very good player in the NFL. Now, does he have the ceiling of a Trayvon Walker, of a Kayvon Thibodeau? No. But I don't think any of you said that TJ Watt had the kind of potential that a Myles Garrett had. Mm-hmm. Again, this applies to every position. Sometimes it's easier at running back or at wide receiver or at offensive line or on the defensive line or in the secondary. Maybe sometimes it is easier. And the quarterback is the most difficult to figure out. But TJ Watt going at 30. Ed Reed going at 23, I believe. Polamalu at 16. Mm-hmm. All these great players. Lamar Jackson at 26. Rodgers at 24. Why? Because it's not that easy. And you think you know, you don't know. You don't. You just don't know. So I find it fascinating that reports are coming out of Jacksonville now. That's the guy the fan base wants.
Yeah.
That's the guy that the organization is falling in love with. Why? Guys, I would look at their edge rusher, Josh Allen. Versatile. Big. Strong. Long. Agile. Quick. Boy, does that sound like Trayvon Walker. Essentially, right? In terms of a physical build. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's what they're going for.
Yeah. Well, Chris Sims came out with his top 5.
I know, and he didn't
prospects.
have Kayvon Thibodeau in the top 5.
And he put his reasoning in his Twitter.
Yeah, look, again, Chris Sims is not an idiot. He's been actually pretty money on quarterbacks lately. My problem with that is you can't convince me George Karlaftis is a better edge rusher than Kayvon Thibodeau as a prospect. That's the one that kills me. If he wanted to put him at 5, I'd be okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
If he dropped him, maybe Chris Sims just doesn't like maybe some of the character reports he's getting, whatever it may be. But to not have him in the top 5, I think is too much, Maddie.
I agree. I was like, there's no way that you don't have Thibodeau in your top 5. Because I could understand him dropping back maybe to 3 or 4. 5 is a stretch even for me. But
you can live with it because he's in the top 5. But
exactly.
Not to be in the 5. Chris, I don't know. That's a tough one for me, Chris. I really want to read into that article and see his reasoning. Because that outside of character, the film is nice at times. You can question the mortar. We did the same thing with Myles Garrett. That's very interesting. Him not top 5, I think, is a joke. Let's see. Funky says Walker has all the potential in the world. Him and Allen could be a nasty combination. Yeah, Funky, I'm with you. And again, you guys, you don't
We've
know
never
if a
hated
player's
on
gonna work.
Trayvon Walker either.
What is it?
We've never hated on Trayvon Walker either.
No,
We've even had him in mock drafts before.
We've had mock drafts with him at number 2 before. Absolutely, because you have to, guys. Again, I know you all want to be right and you want to be smart and you want to sound smart. All right? You know who you are. But when you want to rip on picks like Trayvon Walker at number 2 or 3 or him going in number 1, why don't you just look at the football player? 6'5", 275, can line up in multiple positions. And in your words, a draft class that doesn't have a clear number 1, why wouldn't you take a chance? Why wouldn't Jacksonville do it? Now, as a Jacksonville Jaguar fan, would I be upset personally? I would question it. I want an offensive tackle. Like, I do. And if we can trade back, that's what I would like. If I'm a Jacksonville Jaguar fan, that's what I want. I want to trade back or I want the tackle. Why? Give Trevor Lawrence every opportunity to succeed. Because if he works out in the NFL, I don't need anything. We'll be okay. Like, I can figure it all out later. Get the quarterback right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if I'm a Detroit Lions fan, I have a bridge quarterback. I'm in no rush for a quarterback technically right now. It's not the end of the world if I don't draft one this year. And I've been saying draft the cocaine. And cocaine is 2 things really in this league. It's edge and the quarterback. And if they want to get a quarterback at 32, 2, or 34, I mean, we're going to have a totally different conversation after the draft. But I can understand why at least. And I can understand why if they go with Kayvon Thibodeau, Aiden Hutchinson, or Trayvon Walker. I can understand why. If they don't hit, that's a different conversation. But to sit here and act like these picks are atrocious or they're not the right picks.
Yeah.
Unless you have hindsight vision.
Right.
I'm not sure what to tell you this morning.
You can see into the future.
So, yeah, I'm feeling good about Hutchinson falling to number 2. And I'm starting to like the idea. Of course, I'd love for Jacksonville to take Trayvon Walker at number 1 overall. Good.
I'm here for it.
And if they take Aiden, good. That's fine. Like, no matter what happens, whoever is selected number 1 overall, the Detroit Lions will have a selection between Kayvon Thibodeau, Trayvon Walker, and Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah.
No matter what, they will have a choice of the 3, unless one of them is taken number 1 overall. And if one of them is taken number 1 overall, guess what? They have a selection of the other 2. You're going to be fine, Detroit. Snort the coke, do the cocaine, and more importantly, draft the cocaine. This is not hard. Holy hell. Football's not a hard game sometimes. We overthink it. If Hutchinson falls to number 2, you have to take him. Like Adam said, he's a Dan Campbell player. I'm along those lines. Look, I think for year 1, you're getting 8.5, 10 sacks out of him for sure, especially in the 17-game schedule.
That would be amazing. But again, it goes back to the conversation from the beginning where we were never afraid of who was going to be taken first because we always knew we were going to get a great edge rusher. So
yeah, I think that was always the conversation is which one are you going to get, right? Never really what position.
Mm-hmm.
Although there are people who want Malik Willis at number 2, who want Kyle Hamilton at number 2.
That's cute.
Again, guys, if you want to live your life and experience life the best way possible, you want to try some of the best foods, right? Okay. If I gave you some low-graded food from some corner shop that was awful, you'd be upset with me. If I gave you 5-star, gourmet, 10 out of 10 quality food,
I
you'd be
prefer
happy.
the low quality.
Right? You would love that kind of food. Except fish.
That's me.
See, fish likes low-end graded cocaine.
Well, okay,
I
maybe
like
not
the stuff that makes me feel good. I like the cocaine that when it's in my system, Maddie's starting to look like John Travolta to me. That's the stuff I want. What's the problem? I'm not asking for much, guys. Draft the cocaine. We got to go to break. When we get back, what should the Pistons do with Dwayne Casey? We'll get to that top of the hour, but before we do, Maddie, could you tell everybody at home about the Foaling Warehouse?
Yes, I can. The Foaling Warehouse in Hamtramck. It is the home of the original football bowling pin game called Foaling. Host your corporate party or team building event, or just come in with family and friends. There's 2 ways to play. $10 unlimited open play, or you can reserve a private lane for just $120. They've got over 100 beers and a $2 mystery beer machine, as well as multiple full bars. Bring in the food or have it delivered in. Come get your full on. Check it out at thefoalingwarehouse.com.
Life is full of hard choices. We're here to make one of life's biggest decisions as simple as possible. My name is Christina Gennari, and for over 20 years, I've helped hundreds of families buy and sell homes. We cover all of Metro Detroit and more, from large luxury homes to starter homes. We will work hard to make sure that you get the home of your dreams. So if you're in the market today or even thinking about buying or selling in the future, make the obvious choice. Christina Gennari, the obvious choice in real estate. Visit us at soldchristina.com today.
3 NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one Lions playoff win in 1991. Yeah, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us on the Morning Woodward Show here on the Woodward Sports Network. Also featured on the Roar on 99.1, 93.5, and 94.7 HD2. All right, Adam. We talked about Cade Cunningham and the disappointment around what people see in him, if you will. But now that the Pistons season is over, what do we do with Dwayne Casey?
I think Pistons fans need to chill the hell out with Dwayne Casey. You go find me a head coach in the NBA right now that would take over this team, and they would be a playoff team because of his coaching. Oh, wait, they don't exist. You know why? Because the roster is awful, and it's young. And what comes with young players that are inexperienced? Inconsistent basketball play. Not hard. All right? You can be frustrated with Dwayne Casey. You can be frustrated that the team isn't winning a ton of games. They just did another tank job. And it was a great job. And I don't mind it. And I like the way the team played after the All-Star break, like Jeff said earlier, 10-14. Much better. They'll likely move off of Jeremy Grant. They'll likely have a top 3, top 5 pick. They're going to guaranteed a lottery pick anyways, but ideally in the top 3. And with that pick, they're going to get better. And then we're going to have year 2 of Cade, year 3 of Sadiq, year 3 of Killian, year 3, of Isaiah Stewart. Dwayne Casey did exactly what was asked of him, which was grow the young talent, get the minutes, figure out what the hell you're going to do with Killian Hayes. And it seems like Killian Hayes is going to be a great player off the bench for this basketball team, and go from there. And no, I'm not going to hold him liable to 34, 40 wins. I just don't see it. Now, next year, do I want to see them win 38, 36 games? Ideally. How good is Cade going to be year 2? Ideally, he's an all-star probably, given his ceiling. But I can't control these things. And what I do know is Dwayne Casey's done the job that's needed to be done. This team needed to be picking in the top 3 the last 2 years, and they have been. And what I think the Pistons should do with Dwayne Casey is they should keep him. And there should be no talk about his job status. Even though he's frustrating as hell sometimes with his lineup rotations, his choices, whatever it may be. But I can live with that. Because I know this team isn't any good anyways.
Right.
So what am I going to go do? Bring in the young up-and-coming coach, ruin his confidence? They win 16 games his first year, and I'm ready to take a baseball bat to his head? No. Dwayne Casey's an experienced coach. He's a Coach of the Year winner. He's won 50 games multiple times in Toronto.
Yeah.
He can be the guy to take you to 42, 48, possibly 50 wins. Is he the guy to take you to the NBA Finals? I don't know. And I don't think so. But I don't know either. So it's not fair of me to say. I have to wait until this team is actually good, till Cade Cunningham is actually an all-star. Then we can talk about winning playoff series and making runs in the playoffs. But till then, it's just a crapshoot right now.
Right.
This is a team that's in a rebuild, Maddie. I think they keep him.
What is your timeline, if you will, for Dwayne Casey? How long do you leave him?
This upcoming season is the year where a decision needs to be made.
So you give him one more season
I'm
before...
giving him this year. I want to see how they do. Preferably, we're not picking in the top 3. But again, basketball, you need the star players to win. And the Pistons, I think, have an all-star in the future in Saddiq Bey. I think they have a Hall of Fame type player in Cade Cunningham. Killian Hayes very good off the bench, but they're missing some big players. They're missing some big bodies. They're missing a few shooters. I think this offseason is very important, and this offseason we'll know just how good this basketball team will be. I will agree with Alex in the chat. Adam, the rotation has been a joke. They also go stretches where it seems like the guys aren't listening to him at all. I'm not sure about that, to be fair, because the players have defended him publicly, and they've gone out of their way to say, like, Casey has been really important. So I'm not sure I'd go that far, but I would say the rotations have been extremely frustrating. So I get it. And no, nobody wants Frank Vogel. Get the hell out of here, man. Nobody wants Vogel. What you need is veteran you need veteran bodies. You need some shooters, and you need a young 4 or 5 on the court. That's what you need.
Yeah. And to look at the progress from this year, especially, like, I know mostly, like, Cade Cunningham has really helped the team out, and I think he's made everybody on that team better, and they've played. You saw them in the beginning of the season, and now you look at them now, and you're like, okay, well, this is a completely different team at this point. But I agree. I think that the players love playing for him, and I think that alone should give him another season because he has a team right now that believes in him as well. So I think that will go a long way. I was on the get rid of Dwayne Casey train, I don't know, in January, but I think I've changed it a little bit in that sense, but I wouldn't give him more than 2 years if they're not actually a winning team.
Again, I won't know what to think of this team next year until the offseason. So I can't give you guys an answer on the timeline either, because if they have a very good offseason, I'm going to be expecting them to compete for the play-in. And if they can't do that with a year 2 of Cade Cunningham, year 3 of Saddiq Bey and Killian Hayes and Isaiah Stewart, well, I'm going to start having to look at coaching. But I also have to look at the talent. And if the talent's there and they're not playing well and they're not winning, well, that makes sense. And thoughts on Luka Garza? I think he's a bum. He's slow. He's slow. He can't play in the NBA. He really can't.
Yeah.
And that's just the honest to God truth. He doesn't have the passing ability of, God. I don't know. What the hell is his name? Nikola Jokic.
Oh.
Jesus Christ, Adam. I'm on drugs this morning. Anyways, he doesn't have the IQ of passing IQ of Nikola Jokic. He can't pass like him. Can't move his feet like him. He'll never be able to develop his footwork into something like that. Like, I don't know what you guys expect of Luka Garza, but for me, it's just he's a good 9th, 10th player on the bench, 11th maybe. And you bring him in when your big men are down. That's it. Pretty much. When you're blowing out a team. Like, I don't see him as an important part of this basketball team moving forward. You took a chance on him in the second round. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
Bagley has been really nice, but ideally you get DeAndre Ayton, but that's not going to happen. Him and Bridges are both restricted free agents. So again, we're kind of back to square one. This team needs talent. It doesn't have enough of it right now. They need to trade Jeremy Grant. What they're going to do with that draft pick, who knows? But they're young. They're young, and whether you bring in Brad Stevens, you cut him out of the GM spot in Boston, it's not going to happen. Even if you bring him here, they're going to suck. You can bring in Steve Kerr. You can bring in the dude in Miami, Spoelstra.
Well, Dwayne Casey doesn't suck. I mean, he was Coach of the Year in, 2018?
He got fired after being Coach of the Year, yeah. 51 season. Adam, are you fasting for religious reasons? If not, what restrictions are you adhering to? I am, yeah. So I don't drink water or eat or do anything like that from 5 a.m. to 8:45, 9 p.m. Something along those lines. Fun times.
Takes a lot out of you.
Oh yeah, kicks my ass.
You're doing great.
Yeah.
Let's clap it up for Adam, everybody.
When you have a when you have a young team and you can't get them to play with consistent effort, to me that shows like a leadership. Yeah, Alex, I don't know, man. A lot of injuries in and out of the lineup. Lineups have never been the same all year consistently. I don't know. I wouldn't say this team played with a lack of effort.
I was going to say that.
I'm not sure, but
the effort is what they have had. They've played aggressively,
especially down the stretch. They've played with a ton, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We're gonna take a quick break. When we get back, buy or sell NFL Draft Edition. I'm gonna list off players that the Detroit Lions possibly could draft, and I want you to tell me if you're buying stock into it or if you're selling stock on this player coming to Detroit. All right, guys? This will be a little game between me, you, Maddie, and Fish. It should be fun. But before we do, I got to tell you guys about where I get my haircut, because you weirdos always ask me all the time where I get my haircut. And you always compliment my hair, which I think is weird, but regardless of the point, it's definitely awesome to get off the air and get myself looking great by one of their talented stylists, Lady Jane's. I got to highly recommend them to you. Let them treat you like a king. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime, relax, watch your favorite team play, and before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Get to Lady Jane's. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's. It's wicked awesome.
Everything that we've hoped for, finally.
He's going deep, right side. Oh, that is Edwards out there. He goes up in the air at the goal line.
Hey, it's Brandon Edwards here, wanting to welcome the sports marketing agency to Woodward Sports Network, to the family. Glad to have you guys. For the last decade, sports marketing agency has literally leveraged athletes around issues such as mental health and substance abuse.
You don't have to go to the beach, man. You don't have to get your butt crack full of sand. You just need a little chili peppers, man, to get that glowing beach chili peppers tan. Woo!
With 26 locations in the Metro Detroit area and more coming, Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Join the Pepper Club for the best deals on unlimited tanning. Head to chilipepperstanning.com.
You just need a little chili peppers, man.
Putting on a show here, and that's how you answer.
We love our sports. We just wish they'd love us back. Detroit sports for Detroit sports fans. Woodward Sports.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us on the Morning Woodward Show here on the Woodward Sports Network. Just in case you thought Adam couldn't get more annoyed, there was a car alarm going off in the parking lot. Luckily, it's over.
People don't even have control of their cars anymore. This goddamn society we live in. Anyways.
It didn't last long.
NFL Draft Edition, we're going to do buy or sell. Maddie, Fish, and everybody in the chat, I am going to name a player that the Lions will select in the draft. It doesn't matter where, at 2, 32, 34, 66, 97, doesn't matter where. Buy or sell into the idea that this team falls in love and drafts this player. We're going to start with Malik Willis, the obvious. Buying or selling stock into Malik Willis. Fish, I'll start with you.
Can I ask you, it depends on where he gets drafted?
It's going to be in the first round.
Okay, sell.
Okay. Maddie?
I'm going to sell.
Maddie's selling? All right, fair enough. I am going to sell stock into Malik Willis. Again, the quarterback position, there's no given science. I could be selling Apple stock, or I could be selling some dudes in the basement stock. Who knows? But I'm selling stock on Malik Willis.
Looks like so is everybody else.
Yeah. All right. Very good. Very good. Next player. This is a guy that I am buying stock into.
Oh.
And I am starting to fall in love with at 32 or 34. And that is DeMarvin Leal. Texas A&M interior / exterior. I mean, it depends where you want to play him. He can play on the defensive line basically anywhere. He's a big physical defensive player. Are we buying stock into him? Because based on these projections, He's falling into the second round every single time. Fish?
Buy.
You're going to buy stock?
Yeah.
That's my boy. Maddie?
I'll buy stock strictly because I know we need a player like that.
Fair enough. Fair enough. A lot of people buying stock into DeMarvin Leal. Funky, I do want to see if you're buying stock into Leal as well. That's a guy that I've noticed falling on the board. Yeah, my
Says,
man.
Yeah, I'm buying.
Yeah, my man. Good shit.
I'm buying.
Fish, make sure you edit that out. My bad.
I
It's
hate
all right.
you.
All right, next player on the board. Buying stock in or selling? Maddie, I'll start with you. Kyle Hamilton.
I'll buy stock in him, but not at 2.
You're not going to be there at 32.
I know, exactly. So I'm not taking him at 2, though.
Fair enough. Adam, to finish the whole why is Leo falling question, the only reason I can think of is he got caught with 2 ounces of weed a few days after he declared for the draft. Yeah, you know what? Good. I want him to get caught with 8 ounces before draft night. Maybe we can get him at 66. God, these football teams, man, sometimes they make things so complicated for no reason. I'm selling stock on Kyle Hamilton at number 2. I can't buy stock into a safety at number 2. The highest paid safety in the NFL right now gets $15 million. I'm going to be paying this safety who is a rookie, who is unproven, and even if he's all-pro 3 out of his first 5 years, I'm paying him $10 million a year. And I don't think he's going to be the reason why I'm in the Super Bowl. I think the reason why the Lions will be in the Super Bowl in 5 years is because they've hit on an edge rusher, they've hit on a wide receiver, and they've drafted a franchise quarterback in that span.
Mhm.
That's why the Detroit Lions will be in the Super Bowl, not because they have a safety.
Yeah.
So I'm selling stock. Fish, buy or sell Kyle Hamilton?
Sal.
Good man. Fish, you're on fire today. So
I
this
like
is,
Kyle Hamilton, but just not at number 2.
yeah, it's nothing to do with the player. He's a good player.
Yeah. I think that's kind
And
of
anyone that thinks we're going to trade back for Hamilton, sorry, it's not going to happen.
I mean, if they traded back, even then, I don't know how I feel about it. I just think edge rushers are so important in today's NFL. Wide receivers are so important. This mother effing alarm is going off. Whose car is it?
It's not mine.
That's not going to help.
Toyota Camry. Of course. That's what happens when you don't drive America, you motherfuckers.
What does that have to do with
Just
it?
do what you did last time.
I don't know. That Toyota Camry is just going off randomly. It's having a spaz attack. I don't know why. Anyways, let's get back on track. Sauce Gardner. Buying or selling stock into the idea that the Detroit Lions take a corner if they trade back into the top 10.
I'll buy.
All right. Fish?
I like sauce.
Buy.
All right, we're buying the sauce. I don't mind. I'm going to buy stock into Sauce Gardner. I think he's actually going to... I love the name, too. He hasn't given up a touchdown in college. Shutdown corner. You need him. You don't need him at 2, but if they trade back, they get some capital, and the players they want aren't on the board. I'm open to the idea of Sauce Gardner. Buy or selling stock. This is an interesting one, guys. Buying or selling stock into Sam Howell to the Detroit Lions.
Sell.
Sell.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't want Sam Howell.
Okay.
I'll buy him at 32
I
or
won't.
34.
You would take him at 32 or 34?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people would agree with you.
Just
Fish.
not at 2.
I will not.
Yeah, I'm going to sell stock, though. Anybody that looks like Baker Mayfield,
You're out.
I have a hard time buying stock in. Looks matter, in my opinion.
But I don't know if you
I think
remember.
this is a thing. Colin Cowherd talks about this all the time. I think quarterback face is a thing. I think you need
for
to
sure.
look the part.
For sure.
Name me one ugly quarterback that's worked out in the NFL.
Wow.
I dare you. Try it. Go. Show me an elite level
my
quarterback that's
gosh.
ugly.
That's
Patrick
ugly?
Mahomes isn't ugly.
No,
Josh
he's not.
Allen isn't ugly.
No, he's not.
I'd fuck Justin Herbert.
Yeah, same.
Jimmy G. He's nice. Tom Brady. Guy looks like he's 24 years old. Kirk Cousins. He's average, but he's whatever. He's not ugly. Go find me an ugly quarterback that's worked out in the NFL. Andrew Luck was a grizzly bear. He's not ugly, though.
Peyton Manning was not ugly.
Peyton Manning, Big Ben were not ugly. Can we relax here?
Okay, yeah, Roethlisberger was not cute, though.
Yeah, but he wasn't ugly. Again, Trent Dilfer didn't work out in the
Get
league.
Peyton Manning out of here. He's not ugly.
Why are we... Peyton Manning is not ugly. Are you guys serious?
Yeah, there are people that thought he was ugly.
Oh, you guys are mean. You guys are mean.
Very similar to like Eli Manning or Tony Romo.
Lamar is not ugly either.
Lamar Jackson's not ugly. I mean, guys, again, Baker Mayfield, I think is ugly.
I'd Baker.
See, me and Justin would gangbang Justin Herbert, and we'd all be on the same page here.
Aaron Rodgers is not ugly.
Guys, I'm not saying they have to be attractive, but they're not ugly. Go find me one
Stafford
ugly.
is not ugly. Get that out of here. You're out.
There's not a single ugly quarterback in the history of the NFL. A guy where you looked at him and you're like, oh my God, Jesus Christ.
Eli Manning is a different story, but he's not ugly.
He's not ugly. Come on, guys. Rich Gannon was ugly. Brad Johnson. They were elite quarterbacks. What's wrong with you guys? Are you not paying attention?
Can you define elite?
Here, watch. I'm going to Google this. Ugly quarterbacks that have worked in the NFL.
I'm trying to think.
The 10 ugliest quarterbacks in NFL history. Wow. You wouldn't
There's a
believe
list?
it. Wow.
Who's number one?
Mike Glennon. He didn't work out, though. Eli Manning.
I knew that was going to be there.
Joe Flacco, I didn't think he was ugly. But he was meh. He wasn't elite. None of these guys are elite. The only two on the list that are elite are Peyton Manning and Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is banging Sierra.
Russell Wilson is not ugly.
Like, you guys serious right now?
I'm alarmed, actually.
I'm
Peyton
offended.
Manning is on that list too.
Tony Romo is not elite.
Russell
Jim Plunk,
Wilson?
Carson Palmer,
No
guys.
way.
Eli wasn't elite either. Thank you,
Would
Funky.
you say Matthew Stafford before Rams was elite?
Matthew Stafford was always an elite talent. He wasn't probably a top 5 quarterback, but he was one of the better quarterbacks.
Okay.
But he was never ugly.
He's still not ugly.
You can't tell me that Joe, what's his
Flacco?
name? Joe Namath was ugly. Dude was smashing hookers pregame in the Super Bowl and halftime.
I mean, you pay for those.
Come on. Doesn't matter. You're still getting them. If I was a hooker, I'd be selective of who I'd smash.
No, you
Anyways,
wouldn't.
what are we doing right now? We're off topic. Buy or sell?
Who are
Ugly
we talking
quarterbacks
about?
can't lead. That's what I'm saying, man.
Oh, we were talking about Sam Howell.
Yeah, well,
Sell.
we're off
We're
on the Sam
selling.
Howell train.
Yes.
I got 2 more for you guys. Buy or sell the Lions investing a pick into quarterback Matt Corral. 6'2", out of Ole Miss, injury history, elite arm talent, mobile. Just not sure if he's going to work out the next level. Buy or sell?
It's, I mean, at number 2 or not?
Not
Is
at
it
number 2, no. Number 32 or 34, if he's available.
I'll buy into it.
You know what? Terry Bradshaw. I mean, guys, but Terry Bradshaw back in the day was a good-looking dude. You only see him now on TV, ugly and old. Back in the day, he was pretty good-looking. My point has been made. Ugly quarterbacks can't succeed in the NFL. Which means, you know, Sam Howell, ugly. Matt Corral, pretty good-looking. Malik Willis, I'm not sure how I feel about him. A lot of people selling the Matt Corral stock. I would definitely sell. I would definitely sell stock as well. Although I would say Matt Corral is the 2nd or 3rd best quarterback in this class, only behind, in my opinion, Desmond Ritter, who I think has the IQ, the leadership intangibles that maybe some of these quarterbacks don't. I think at the pre-snap level, he's the most complete quarterback coming out in the draft right now, and even post-snap, recognizing coverage, he's pretty damn good. And there's a reason why he didn't throw many interceptions in college. Let's see what else we got here. The last player I have on the board for you guys, buy or sell stock, is a defensive player. This is a player I believe would be a good fit for this football team. I just don't believe they're going to select him at 32 or 34. And his name is Leo Chenal, the 2nd highest graded PFF grade for a linebacker since, of course, Micah Parsons. Only 2nd to Micah Parsons. Leo Chenal, buying or selling stockfish?
I don't know. I'll sell, I guess.
Not a fan?
Well, Adam hates you now.
All right, I'll buy. I guess I'll
Thank you. I'm glad you invest your money based on peer pressure. Maddie, buying or selling stock?
No, I mean,
I'm buying,
I didn't
for
think he
sure.
was. I don't know. I'll buy it.
Well, look, I'm going to buy stock. I think he is that kind of guy that you need. The linebacking core is an issue for this football team. They may not need to draft 2 like maybe you expected a few months ago, given what their scheme is going into next season, but they're going to need to take a linebacker. And if Leo Chenal's available at 34, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And for all you dumb mother effers, by the way, that tell me, well, why don't we just take Hamilton at number 2 and then we'll play him a linebacker because he can play multiple positions. Shut the hell up.
That seems stupid.
Go get a legitimate linebacker. Isaiah Simmons, drafted what, top 5 in the NFL draft when he was taking? Guess how he's working out? Meh. He's not a game changer. No, he's only in year 3 now, going into his 3rd year. He may change my mind. Who knows? But last year, over 100 tackles, 1.5 sacks. Don't tell me he's going to line up at quarterback, or excuse me, at linebacker, and get to the quarterback and make tackles in the backfield. Stop it. Kyle Hamilton at number 2.
That would be a Lions thing to do, though. Draft Kyle Hamilton and then switch him to linebacker.
I know it would be. I have my flamethrower ready for 30 for a draft night. Don't worry.
Oh, flamethrower.
I have an AR-15 and a flamethrower.
There we go.
Anyways, Chad Muma at 34. Buy or sell stock? That's a question from Matt.
Chad Muma.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Depends if Chenal's available, man. I'm a Chenal guy. So if he's available at 34, I'm taking him, Max. Chenal is a straight W, in my opinion. We got to take a quick break. When we get back, we're going to discuss the GOAT of GOATs in their respective sports. Who is the greatest at their respective sport? Who has been the most dominant, the clear best to ever do it in their given sport? We're going to talk about Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, LeBron James, Bo Jackson, Barry Bonds, Tom Brady. We'll talk about Wayne Gretzky. We'll talk about Nolan Ryan. We'll get to all the players, but before we do, Maddie, could you tell everybody at home about the sports marketing agency?
Yes, I can. SMA has been leveraging pro athletes and other notables for a decade against the issues around mental health and substance use disorder. With the help of NFL alumni, Sean Jordan has been able to save lives and take a stand against these issues. Soon coming to Woodward Sports, the sports marketing agency podcast, this is the F Word series on fentanyl. If you're struggling with substance abuse or mental health, they are here to help. Go to thesportsma.com.
You asked for it, and we listened. The Seafood Festival is back at Big Boy, including a Friday night seafood buffet. Catch it while you can, available at participating locations until April 24th. Also available, the new fish sandwich. We'll see you at Big Boy.
Hi, my diamonds. It's Crystal with an X. You want to get hot and perfect like me? Here's my super easy routine. Drink at least a gallon of water before you wake up. Attach a weight to everything in your house. Hello? Sell your car and just sprint everywhere. Scream when you exhale.
Don't follow Crystal with an X. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness with tons of equipment and free fitness training in our clean and spacious clubs. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
Get a shot up. This is for the win. All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
Ladies and gentlemen, new friends and family to the Woodward Sports Network. Let's give them a round of applause, everybody. Yeah. Sticker Genius on board with the Woodward Sports Network. They are the official sticker partner of Woodward Sports. When it comes to stickers and signage, think Sticker Genius. Visit their website at stickergenius.com. And guys, again, we did it yesterday, and I'm going to keep doing it. Alex, the camera on Maddie, please. Can we please show the beautiful studio wrap that Sticker Genius installed here at Woodward Sports? The custom design, Planet Fitness Woodward Sports logo is across. I absolutely love it. If you guys ever want to come and check it out, their work is phenomenal. You have to go with Sticker Genius. All right, the GOAT of GOATs. Maddie, I want you to start with this one.
Oh, boy.
Who was the greatest to ever play at their respective sport?
And I want to read the list again because I just want to make sure everybody knows who we're talking about.
Tiger Woods.
Yep.
Michael Jordan.
That's the
LeBron
one.
James. Bo Jackson, Barry Bonds, Tom Brady, Wayne Gretzky, and I guess we could throw in Nolan Ryan or Sandy Koufax because they're great pitchers, but I don't think they're the GOATs, so it doesn't matter.
Okay,
those are your 6-7 options.
Sure. My 2, I narrowed it down to 2 because I couldn't do any of that. Tiger Woods and Tom Brady. Those are my two.
Okay, why? Why Tom Brady?
Because he's
Well,
good.
you need to pick one. I'm not going to let you get away with this. No, pick
If
one.
I have to pick one, I'm picking Tiger Woods.
Okay.
Because he's Tiger Woods.
That's actually who I picked, to be honest with you, because Tiger Woods has done something none of these guys have ever done, outside of maybe Michael Jordan for the stretch, and I guess Tom Brady really, but the amount of winning he's done, nobody is near his level. He has the most PGA Tour event wins, second in major wins. Outside of that incident with his car and getting injured, I mean, the guy would have broken all the records by now. There's never been anybody to do what Tiger Woods has done. The records he owns them in landslide fashion.
Yeah.
With Tom Brady, there's Drew Brees that's close to him in terms of yardage. Peyton Manning close to him in terms of touchdowns. Brett Favre close in touchdowns. Like, Tom Brady isn't head over heels better than every quarterback. It's just he's the most accomplished quarterback.
Sure.
And he's the greatest leader the NFL has ever seen at the quarterback position. So, yeah, it is Tiger for me. I don't think it's close. Barry Bonds, it's such an individual sport in golf that it's so easy to evaluate. I don't think there will ever be another player as dominant as Tiger Woods was in the game of golf. Michael Jordan, we saw the 2 3-peats. LeBron James, we saw, 10, 11 finals appearances, but he lost 6 of them. Bo Jackson, Barry Sanders, I could argue, was better than him at running back. Barry Bonds, I think the greatest hitter of all time, no questions asked. Tom Brady, the greatest football player of all time, sure, but when you talk about, I'll answer Zeke's question. Adam, where does Babe Ruth rank and Hank Aaron also in terms of the greatest of all time in baseball? Guys, I'm sorry, I may be biased, and feel free to educate me. But my top 5 in terms of hitters, it's Barry Bonds. It's Babe Ruth. It's Hank Aaron. It's Ken Griffey. Who am I going to put at 5? God. At 5, I'm stuck between Miguel Cabrera and... Man, that's a tough one. There's too many options. I'm going to go with Miguel Cabrera. I'm going to be a homer. Miguel Cabrera, number 5, in terms of the best hitters of all time, in my opinion. Even though Albert Pujols also up there for sure.
He's 9 away from 3,000 now?
Yeah. I mean, guys, you want to talk about Rocky Marciano, don't even do it. Like, just stop. We want to bring in boxers into the conversation, that's fine. But boxers were successful and popular for different reasons. Tony Gwynn is a good one. Ryan, thanks for that one. I would not... Oh, Pete Rose. Pete Rose is a good one. Pete Rose is literally the greatest hitter of all time, technically speaking, with the amount of hits he's got. But no, you're not putting Hank Aaron over Barry Bonds for me. Ted Williams is... Yeah, guys, there's so many good ones. God damn it. This is a really good conversation now. I'm really frustrated. There's way too many good hitters. And I don't want to disrespect any of them. Ty Cobb is a good one. I hate all of you. Anyways, back to the conversation. I just think there's a different level to what Tiger achieved compared to everybody that's ever been successful at their given sport. We talk about Serena Williams, maybe. Is she the greatest at her sport? I think that's without a case for sure. Wait, how is Ted Williams not at number 1 a problem? Big Daddy, please tell me how. Huh? How? Tell me how. Barry Bonds was walking over 130 times a year, batting .330, hitting 40, 50, 60 home runs, and if you want to go to the steroid era, whatever, fine. You can use that against him all you want. But Pete Rose just as accomplished as some of these guys. Come on. Miguel Cabrera, Triple Crown winner. Ted Williams, phenomenal. But, I don't know. It's tough when we're comparing eras. That's why whenever I break down eras, I like to do, like, who was the best players of the 90s? Best players of the 2000s? Players of the 2010s?
Yeah.
Because it's just so much
It's so
easier.
hard.
And it's not even a debate. Because if I threw Justin Verlander back in the 1920s, the guy would throw 15 no-hitters a year.
Yeah.
No offense. But the speed, the movement on the baseballs now is just different. Everything is different, and we have to take different into consideration. So, whatever. I want to move on a little bit. We have a few minutes. You know what? What's today? Tuesday?
Mm-hmm.
Fish, what are you doing today? You watching Champions League?
I sure am.
You want to preview Champions League for everybody at home?
Sure.
Go for it.
Well, Chelsea and Real Madrid playing today. Adam, are you going to watch? Are you going to watch?
I'm going to be working. It's going to be hard for me to watch.
Adam, you disappoint me. You know that?
I'm busy.
I know. It's called multitasking.
Fish, you can't do what I do and watch soccer at the same
Yeah, you can.
He'll probably bet on it, though.
Are you going to bet on it?
time. No, Real Madrid got this in the bag. Well, aren't they up 3-1?
Yeah, they're up 3-1. So realistically, they're not going to win.
All right, what's the next game?
Bayern Munich could lose, though. They're playing Villarreal. They're down 1-0.
Didn't they lose the first game?
They did, 1-0. Yeah.
I still put my money on Bayern Munich.
Ugh.
There's no away advantage anyway, so.
No, there's not, but I don't know. All they have to do is sit on the ball.
Easier said than done.
No, I know it's easier said than done. But, yeah, there's that. There's basketball tonight, Cavs and Nets in the play-in.
Nice.
And
I'm sure Evan Mobley's going to drop 30 tonight and go toe-to-toe with Kevin Durant. That should be very nice. You know, by the way, if Evan Mobley has a horrible night tonight, what is the media going to say after? Huh? If Scotty Barnes has a horrible series against the 76ers, what are people going to say? I'm curious. I really am. But continue, Fish. What else we got?
There's one other basketball game. Clippers Timberwolves. That's the other play-in game.
I hate them both.
I figured you would say that. By the way, did you see Russell Westbrook's comments about Frank Vogel yesterday?
What do you mean?
Which ones?
The one where he didn't understand why Frank Vogel hated him.
Yeah, it was Russell Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook, I found that pretty funny.
Oh, I got this.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
why
Russ,
I wanted to bring
let me tell you why.
Okay, we were not to fish.
No. Let me tell you why.
I found that intriguing.
Let me tell you why
guys
Frank
didn't bring
Vogel
it up.
didn't like you, Russell. He didn't like you because
Hey,
you
Russell
would
to the
throw
Pacers.
up bricks every single
Russell to
night.
the Pacers.
When the moment called for you to make a pass to the wing, you would shoot. You would force it. You would turn the ball over. You would throw up an air ball. You would throw up an alley-oop that would go into section 17. That's why Frank Vogel hated you, because you were ass cheeks. You did nothing but make this basketball team worse before and after you got here. That's why. That's why Frank Vogel doesn't like you. If I was your coach, I would bench your bitch ass. I would have benched you from the beginning. And I would have told you, Russell, if I swear to God, if you ever shoot more than 10 times in a game, I'll beat the living hell out of you. I'm going to bench you. I'm going to send you to China. I don't know what I'll do with you.
China.
But if you ever take 10 shots, God help you. That's what I do with Russell Westbrook. All you're allowed to do is go for your rebounds, facilitate, and if you get more than 3 turnovers in a given half, I'm benching you for the rest of the game. That's what I'm doing to Russell Westbrook. Maybe then he won't be such a lousy player. He's not even in the top 500 in the NBA right now. That's how ass he is.
Top 500.
He's not. He's not even good enough to play in the G League.
Oh, he can play in the G League.
He's ass.
Wow.
Can't shoot. Can't get to the basket like he used to.
Well, he can shoot. How do you get triple doubles if he can't shoot?
18 points a game. Well, when you take 30 shots a game, buddy, that's, you're going to make some. All right? Every dog has its day. What else we got, buddy?
On the ice, hockey, Wings played tonight. They played the Senators at Detroit, at LCA. One of the worst teams both of them are actually one of the 2 worst teams in the league. So hopefully the Wings can get a win against the Senators, who are struggling. I mean, they're not going to make the playoffs. Yeah, they're down there at 26 and 40.
Well, neither are the Wings. They're already eliminated.
Yeah, the Wings are eliminated as well. Well, yeah, I mean, 2 of the worst. Wings aren't the worst team, but they're definitely down there.
Oh, LL in the chat, dropping knowledge. Cade Cunningham is better than Russell Westbrook right now. And
but anyone can say that.
I'm not going to disagree with that either.
Yeah, anyone can say that now.
Okay, let me rephrase.
You got to do prime.
Okay, Cunningham
Russell
in his rookie year was better at any point than in Russell Westbrook's entire career. There, I am a hater. Fine.
I would argue that, though.
I would not.
Meaningless MVP season as a 7th seed. Just hand out participation trophies. Oh my God, he got a triple-double all year. Let's give him the most valuable player, even though he wasn't. And then we'll send him to Houston, and they'll go from winning 66 games to winning 48 games. And then we'll send him over to Oklahoma City with Paul George, and they don't do anything.
That didn't work.
And then we'll send him to Washington, and they won't do anything.
By the way, I think it was the Thunder. The Thunder were stacked with Harden, Westbrook, Chris Paul, and then they just choked it all
Kevin
away.
Durant.
Kevin Durant. Okay. And then they choked it all away. Which
the
sucks.
Rockets with Chris Paul over here.
Yeah.
Western Conference Finals every year. The Rockets with Russell Westbrook, same team.
Well, you saw the Suns with Chris Paul too.
Suns with Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Without Chris Paul right here.
Went to the finals
with Chris Paul. Russell Westbrook's a joke. He's a stat stuffer. He's a selfish human. He's a selfish individual basketball player. Off the court, I'm sure he's a great dad and a great human. I don't care about that. I'm talking about on the court. He sucks.
I'll touch on women's soccer against
I've
USA
accomplished
plays.
as much
maybe
as
not.
Russell Westbrook has in terms of team accomplishments in the NBA, and I've never played a minute.
You should probably bet on USA Uzbekistan women's soccer because they're probably going to score about 20 goals tonight. So
what's the over/under set at?
I will check, but
Can you find out if it's at like 6.5? I'll take the over.
I mean, they won the other day against
the
someone
women's
in
national team is just so
Eastern
much
Europe.
better than everybody else. But we got to take a quick break. When we get back, we're going to hand out our regular season awards for the NBA now that it's officially done. Cade Cunningham, probably not Rookie of the Year. Who knows? You'll find out in a few minutes. But before we do, Maddie, tell everybody at home about Guardian Alarm.
Okay, sure. Guardian Alarm, they get it. They've got a good defense on and off the field that helps you feel secure. Guardian Alarm has a state-of-the-art technology that helps you feel safe, all with 24/7 local monitoring. Guardian Alarm also has convenient features that let you check in on your home, control lights and temperatures, detect smoke or carbon monoxide, and it even lets you lock and unlock your doors. Call 1-800-STAY-OUT today. That's right, you heard fish. 1-800-STAY-OUT. Guardian Alarm has been trusted for over 90 years at keeping families safe.
Everyone, get out.
Cintron is the official energy drink of the Red Wings, proud partners of the Detroit Pistons, and exclusively served at Little Caesars Arena. If you're looking for premium ingredients, long-lasting energy, balanced hydration, essential vitamins, and great taste, Cintron is your top choice.
Hi, my diamonds. It's Crystal with an X. You want to get hot and perfect like me? Here's my super easy routine. Drink at least a gallon of water before you wake up. Attach a weight to everything in your house. Sell your car and just sprint everywhere. Scream when you exhale.
Don't follow Crystal with an X. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness with tons of equipment and free fitness training in our clean and spacious clubs. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
Putting on a show here, and that's how you answer.
We love our sports. We just wish they'd love us back. Detroit sports for Detroit sports fans. Woodward Sports.
All right, guys, it's 9:42 a.m., but it's never too early for some wings. Fresh, juicy, hormone-free chicken. Wingsnob has the best traditional wings. Try out their signature sauces, Jamaican jerk or lemon pepper. Their wings are tossed to perfection in any sauce that you may choose. When the wings are this good, you're allowed to be a snob. Order online now at wingsnob.com. Wingsnob, we just have better wings.
Better ways, Wingsnob.
All right. NBA MVP, Rookie of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Coach of the Year, Sixth Man of the Year. We'll go through it all. Maddie, I want to know first and foremost your NBA MVP.
My MVP has not changed.
Don't say Ja Morant. It's not Ja Morant.
Has not changed. This has not changed.
It's not Ja Morant. They have a winning record without him.
I would say I was a little shocked to not see Ja Morant in the top 3 of the MVP race.
I'm not, honestly. I love Ja Morant, but he's just, unfortunately, not everybody's MVP, but he's my MVP.
Well, he had 2 weeks of brilliant basketball.
Thank God you don't have a vote.
Wow. That's
Who, me?
Yeah, he doesn't. He's not in the top 3.
No,
the
it's
top
Embiid
3
for me.
voting right now is Joel Embiid,
Yeah.
Giannis,
That's who I have as my
and
MVP.
I would argue Devin Booker
that's a
over
good
Ja
one.
Morant any day of the week.
I just said I have Embiid as my MVP.
You said it was Ja Morant.
It's always going to be Ja Morant in my heart.
I don't care about your heart.
But I have another award
What are you
for
putting
him,
down
so
on the
we're
ballot?
okay. Embiid.
All right, I don't agree. My MVP is actually Giannis.
Okay.
Giannis down the stretch has been the best player in basketball. He's been phenomenal all season. Giannis is averaging, I would argue, career highs across the board outside of maybe rebounding. The guy is ridiculous. Career high in points, 29.9 points a game right now. The second most assists on average in his career at 5.8. The third most rebounds he's ever averaged at 11.6 a game. This is ridiculous. Blocks a game, what does he have? 1.4, almost a career high as well. He's more efficient from the three-point line. He's just as efficient as he was a few years ago from the field. He played 67 games. Come on. For me, it's Giannis. He's the best player in basketball right now. Outside, it's probably him, Kevin Durant, and Joel Embiid in terms of the best players. You have to give some love to Jokic as well.
Yeah.
But for me, it's Giannis. Giannis has to be the MVP. They're probably going to give it to Joel Embiid, though, unfortunately, because these NBA voters are nothing but a bunch of fucking idiots.
Yeah, these awards are starting to not really mean anything.
Literally.
And I don't want to say starting to, because I feel like that started a while ago, but they're starting to mean less and less every year, if you will.
All right, well, here's what we got. The next award we're going to do is... what are we going to do? We're going to do Rookie of the Year, actually. Let's get out of the way. I think we kind of already know who we're going to vote for.
Yeah.
My obvious Rookie of the Year is going to be Cade Cunningham.
Yep. Easily.
22-5-5, the first rookie to do that in a given month since Michael Jordan. Cade Cunningham, according to CBS Sports, is placing in third on every ballot. So now that I have names attached, I'm going to read you the ballots. All the ballots have Evan Mobley in first place outside of two of them that have Scotty Barnes. And then vice versa. In second place, it's all Scotty Barnes except two for Evan Mobley. And Cade Cunningham is third on every single one. So, Fish, get ready. I just want to send a personal fuck you to Bill Reeder, Brad Botkin, James Herbert, Jack Maloney, Colin Ward-Henninger, Jasmine Wimbish, Sam Quinn, and Michael Kasky-Blomane. Suck my dick. All of you. Evan Mobley and Scotty Barnes 1 and 2. Consensus. Not one of you had Cade Cunningham in your top two. That's ridiculous.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Cade Cunningham led all rookies in scoring. Cade Cunningham led all guards in assists. Cade Cunningham second in rebounding, only behind Scotty Barnes.
Yeah. Cade's trainer literally tweeted 2 minutes ago saying, "We're already working. F them."
This is ridiculous. I mean, I need to see Scotty Barnes just one more time, just so I know I'm not saying it incorrectly. Scotty Barnes, 15, 7, and 4. Or, well, 3.5 assists a game. But he shot 49% from the field. You got to be fair to him. Cade Cunningham, 17, 6, and 6, 42% from the field. Wow. Wow. What a difference.
Yeah.
What a difference. You know what, Scotty Barnes, man, you're just so much better than Cade Cunningham. Congratulations. What are their names again? Let's see. My laptop is like frozen. Whatever. Oh well. Shout out to all the CBS contributors and writers.
You suck.
That's what all of you get. Defensive Player of the Year. Who you got?
I have Giannis.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Why? Because he's averaging 11 rebounds a game. He's got, I think he's averaging 2 blocks per game. He's got multiple, oh my gosh, hold on, where's this? He is my clear front runner.
My front runner is, it's got to be the team that's got the number 1 seed in the East. Bam Adebayo from the Miami Heat. He's my number 1. Giannis is my 2. And Rudy Gobert is number 3 on my list. But Bam Adebayo gets the nod for me. He's unbelievable. I know he's been a little hurt this year, but he is everything to that Miami Heat team. Obviously, Giannis is to the Bucks as well. But for me, Defensive Player of the Year, Bam Adebayo.
Okay.
Bam Adebayo for me. Next award, Coach of the Year.
My Coach of the Year is Taylor Jenkins. I've become a big Memphis Grizzlies fan this year. I know you hate it.
I know. I hate you.
It's okay. You're allowed to hate me.
Mine is simple. It's going to be Monty Williams. Best record in the NBA.
That's who I would have as my second.
He's lost Chris Paul and Devin Booker at stretches throughout the season. I think the clear choice, Monty Williams. But we got to go to break. When we get back, Get your questions in the chat regarding the NFL draft. Aiden Hutchinson, the number 2 overall pick. Pistons talk. Cade Cunningham. I don't care what you want to ask about. If you want to ask what underwear color I am wearing, be my guest. I don't care. Just get your questions in the chat. We'll get to them in a little bit. But before we do, Maddie, could you tell everybody about Cintron?
Yes, Cintron. Cintron World is an aspirational lifestyle beverage with a line of sparkling flavored energy beverages, premium bottled water, and revitalizer shots. Cintron is the official energy drink of the Red Wings, proud partners with Detroit Pistons, and exclusively served at Little Caesars Arena. Buy online at cintronworld.com with promo code RedWings10 and save 10% with shipping included. Drink it, live it with Cintron.
Hi, I'm Cade Cunningham. Working with Hall Financial to purchase my first home was easier than I could have ever imagined. They treated me like family from start to finish. Find out for yourself at callhallfirst.com.
The official sticker partner of Woodward Sports. When it comes to stickers and signage, think Sticker Genius. We support this local Detroit business, and we are excited to show you our latest project, the Planet Fitness Studio from Sticker Genius. If you need custom stickers, wall graphics, window graphics, and plenty more, reach out to our friends at Sticker Genius. We at Woodward Sports couldn't be any happier with the service they provided us. They were quick, easy to deal with, and super professional. Head to stickergenius.com today.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us on the Morning Woodward Show here on the Woodward Sports Network. It's mailbag time. Get your questions in the chat. Adam, where are we starting today?
If Aiden Hutchinson is available at number 2 and the phone is ringing off the hook from the Jets, how far down would you be willing to fall back? I'd be willing to fall back to 4. They would need to give me a future first. That would be the trade. I would want the 4th overall pick, a 3rd round pick, and a future first to fall back 2 spots. Because I know I'm still going to be able to take an edge rusher at number 4, or I could, honestly, to be honest with you, Kyle Hamilton's on the board at 4. You can consider it. I don't mind. But you want to talk about trading from 4 to 2 spots? Fine. I need your future first, which will be a top 10 pick next year, because the Jets will finish 4th in that division. I need a 3rd or 2nd round pick this year, on top of the 4th overall pick. Those are my demands. Yeah, I'm at least answering the call. All right, what else we got? Adam, what color underwear are you wearing today? I forgot. Black.
Shocker.
Yeah.
No colors.
No colors. Do you think Pete Rose belongs in the Hall of Fame? I do. I think it's BS that he's not in there. I think it's BS that Barry Bonds isn't in the Hall of Fame. I think it's BS that Alex Rodriguez will not be in the Hall of Fame. Roger Clemens, all these guys. I think it's BS that they're not in the Hall of Fame.
He could be in the Hall of Fame as an announcer.
No. Mailbag.
No?
Buy
Okay.
or sell that the Lions might like this kid enough to take him at number 2. Jermaine Johnson. Also, buy or sell Perron Winfrey at 34. I'm going to sell on Winfrey at 34. I would buy stock into that. The Lions probably like the kid out of Florida State. Again, when you have all those options at number 2 funky, it's really difficult to make a call like that because the hindsight 2020 people are going to kill Brad Holmes if he takes a Jermaine Johnson or Carl Aftis at number 2 overall and Thibodeau ends up being a stud or Trayvon Walker ends up being a stud or Aiden Hutchinson ends up being a stud. Fair or not fair? That's the reality. Adam, would you go to a Cavs game with Fish? I would absolutely.
Yeah, let's go. Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. Maybe you have to make the playoffs.
All right, you take a D end at 2.
Thanks for answering
Carl
the question.
Aftis
Really
falls to
appreciate that.
32. Do you take him too? I don't. If Carl Aftis is falling to 32, he's got tendonitis or his dick isn't big enough. I don't know why he would fall in the draft all the way to 32. I mean, the most I see him falling is like 18, 20. I don't see him falling to 32. What else we got here? Cade isn't. This isn't really a question. Questions, ladies and gentlemen. Questions. What else we got? Adam, if we draft Aiden Hutchinson at number 2, will you be able to make it work? What does that even mean?
Will you able to be? Wow.
Will you be able to make it to work? Yeah, of course. course. I'm going to be there that night.
I was going to say, you'll be waiting.
You'll see my
here for the
reaction
next day.
instantly. And you see me in the morning, first thing. Buy or sell, will ESPN go to the commercial when the Lions pick number 2 overall? I swear to God, they always do that. Oh, my God. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. I'd say I buy stock on them doing that. Assuming Mo Rivera's cut fastball is number 1, what, in your opinion, is the most dominant pitch in MLB history? Trevor Hoffman's changeup, Randy Johnson's slider. I'd go the Randy... I'd go with... Oh, man. God. You got Nolan Ryan's curveball. Oh, really? Nolan Ryan's fastball. Wow, man. That's a great question. These are really good questions. Outside of the cutter. You know what? I would argue Sandy Koufax's curveball. Sandy Koufax's curveball, Nolan Ryan's fastball. That's what I'd go with. Randy's slider, though, was wicked. Hell, honestly, Chris Sale's slider back in the day was wicked as well. Does Thibodeau... Don't ask, Maddie. Does Thibodeau give off Ziggy Ansah vibes? No, I think Trayvon Walker gives off Ziggy vibes.
Yeah.
I think Trayvon Walker gives off Ziggy vibes. That's my opinion. Given raw talent, raw prospect. Johan Santana changeup, Pedro slider. Those are good ones. Yeah, Randy's slider was nasty. If Dean falls to 32, do we take him and take Leo at 66 or 97? Andrew, if Nakobe Dean's at 32, you take him. And Leo Chenal will not be there at 66 or 97. That I can guarantee. Let's see. Adam, how will you react if the Lions take Kenneth Walker at 34? That'll probably end with me, yeah.
Not
I might
good?
die.
Oh, why? Why
I
don't
love
you want him
Kenneth
at
Walker.
30?
No, I love Kenneth Walker. I'm not taking a running back in the first 3 picks. Just not happening. Not even at 66. I'm taking one at 97, maybe. Adam, what is your favorite kind of cocaine? Edge rushers. That's my favorite kind of cocaine. Adam, when will you land an interview with Raggedy Ann or the Habs Man? Habs Man, I'm working on. Raggedy Ann, I think she's dead. I don't know.
Wow.
Would you trade back from 4 if you made that trade with the Jets? Yeah, it depends, man. Every trade is available. Every pick is available to be traded. I'm down to move back. It depends if the player, who's my guy on the board? Like, I need to know what the Lions are thinking. If the Lions, let's say, their number 1 player on their board is Devin Lloyd, well, then I'm trading back to 4, and then I'm trading back to 8 likely, because I know I can likely get Devin Lloyd at 8. And if my best player on the board is Aiden Hutchinson, and I want him, and he's available at 2, I'm not trading. It's that simple. Why is Dick Night Train Lane not considered a Detroit Lion legend? Samuel, that is beyond me, to be honest with you. Nick, what starter will have the best record for the Detroit Tigers this year? Tark School. Did you see Baez pimp his home run last night? Hell yeah, I did. It was awesome. It was awesome. Are we looking for the Lions to make the playoffs next year? No. No, I don't think the Lions are a playoff team this year. I think they'll be in contention for a wild card spot. But that is my opinion. I don't believe that. Let me rephrase this. Let me put it this way to you. I think they have a good enough team if they do well in the draft to contend for the wild card spot. I don't expect them to make the playoffs, but year 3 I'm expecting them to compete for the division and make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
That is where I'm going to get much more strict. Oh, God. At 9:58, if Jameson Williams or Derek Stingley slide into the mid-20s, are you trading up? Absolutely. Absolutely, I'm trading up. For which one? Both. And if they're both available, I'm trading up for Stingley. I think I'm trading up for Stingley, honestly. Stingley falling to 20, though, I don't see that. Jameson, I could see more realistic, so I think I'd go with Jameis then. Jameson Williams, probably the trade up. It's a hell of a wide receiver. But, guys, thank you for a great show. Maddie, thank you as always. Fish, go F yourself.
Yeah,
enjoy soccer later today.
I figured that would
I
come.
hope you all enjoyed the show today. Terry, hope you're doing better.
Really
hope the
appreciate
family's
you, Adam.
good. Alex, go F yourself. You know why?
Yep.
I hope you all have a great rest of your Tuesday. I'm going to go sleep for 2 hours because I haven't slept yet. So, everybody have a great day. To all of the contributors and staff writers at CBS Sports that write for the NBA section, go F yourselves, go to hell. There's a special place in hell for each and every single one of you. And if any of you, put the camera on me real quick. If any of you, by the way, if any of you don't believe Cade Cunningham is the Rookie of the Year, we can't be friends. And I got these for you. So have a great Tuesday, and remember, Cade Cunningham is the Rookie of the Year.
Is that it? Coach Champions League.